This conference will now be recorded.
Right, let's start today's session. In the last session, we were discuss about inheritance, okay, and polymorphism we have started. And polymorphism we just discuss about what we can say method overriding. Yeah, that also we completed method overloading and overriding concepts. So overloading is a refinement technique, and overriding is a replacement technique. So this parent class, child class is there. Child class is inherited from parent, and inside the parent class one we have a constructor that by default it will be override with child class constructor. In case if you want to access parent class constructor also, we can use super dot init method. So this is overriding. So method overriding, constructor overriding is possible in Python. Method overloading and constructor overloading is not possible in Python. Why? Because as I said that reason in the last session, when we have multiple methods with the same name with the different types of parameters, last method only will be considered in Python object-oriented programming. That is the problem. In today's lecture, we will see abstraction, that is the last feature of object-oriented programming. Now coming to this, first we'll look into abstract method means what, and then after abstract class also. Try to understand this concept. Point number one. What is abstract method? Which type of method we can call it as abstract method? A method, a method which do not contain, any implementation, a method which do not contain any implementation, which contains, only declaration, declaration is called abstract method. A method which do not contain any implementation, which contains only declaration is called abstract method. A method which do not contain any implementation, no implementation, which contains only declaration is called abstract method. Next, sometimes as a programmer, we know how to declare a method, how to declare a method, but we don't know how to, but we don't know. As a programmer, we know how to declare a method, but we don't know how to implement it. How to implement it. In this case, in this case, we should go for abstract methods. We should go for what method? Abstract method like this. So a method which do not contain any implementation, which contains only declaration is called abstract method. Sometimes as a programmer, we know how to declare a method, but we don't know how to implement it. In this case, we should go for what actually? Abstract method clearly. Okay. So this is abstract method. I will tell you, so you may get doubt here. Sir, if you don't know as a programmer how to implement it, even why we should declare that method? Yes, we need to declare compulsory. Declaration is mandatory, but implementation is not in your hand because we don't have any clarity to implement that method. Such type of methods, we should declare them as a abstract only. Later, the child classes will implement that methods. Let me complete all the statements so that you'll understand clearly. What type of method is called abstract method? Why we need, where we need exactly this type of method. A method which do not contain any implementation, which contains only declaration, is called abstract method. Sometimes as a programmer, we know how to declare a method, but we don't know how to implement it. In this case, we should go for abstract method. So just observe here. Next, how to create a method as abstract, because in Python, all the methods in object-oriented programming by default, what? Instance methods only, no? By default in object-oriented programming, all the methods are instance methods only. But how we can make that method as abstract method? Simple. To make a method as abstract method, then we use at the rate of abstract method decorator we have to use, sir. Abstract method decorator. To make a method as abstract method, then we use at the rate of abstract method decorator. Yes, we have to use at the rate of abstract method decorator here. So for example, df m1 method is there. This is the m1 method. This m1 method is by default what? Actually instance method only. Suppose I want to make this method as abstract method. So what we have to use? Abstract method decorator is required. Once we use this abstract method decorator, then this method will become what method? Abstract method. But coming to this definition of the abstract method is what? A method which do not contain any implementation, which contains only declaration. Declaration is only available. Implementation is not. In this case, we should go for abstract method. But here, implementation part means method body, that is code. So we don't need to implement it. But in Python, any method inside the body, if we don't implement anything, so better to mention what? Pass keyword is mandatory. So what will happen, sir, if I don't mention pass keyword? Means Python do not allow leaving empty methods without any implementation. In that case, we can use what keyword? Pass keyword, compulsory here. So to leave the abstract method without any implementation, without implementation, then we use what keyword? Pass keyword you have to use, sir. Pass keyword. To leave the abstract method without implementation, then we use what keyword? Actually pass keyword, sir. So this is the clear. So def m1 method of self, pass is the keyword inside the method body. Then at the rate of abstract method decorator is available here. Okay, so this method is exactly what? Abstract method. So method which don't have any implementation, which contain only declaration. Sometimes as a programmer, we know how to declare the method, but we don't have any idea how to implement it. So that's what, then we can go for abstract method declaration is. And if you want to leave this abstract method as empty without any implementation of the body, then we use what keyword? Pass keyword only. But normally in Python object-oriented programming, all the methods are instance methods only. But if you want to make that all methods instead of instance methods abstract method, then we use abstract method decorator we have to use. Decorator is always starts with at the rate symbol only. At the rate abstract method decorator. Fine. Okay. So this is about abstract method. I'm talking about abstract class. What class is called abstract class? Abstract class means what? Where we use, how we can use, we'll see this. So point number one, a class which contains one or more one or more abstract methods within it is called what class? Abstract class, we can say that. Class which contain A class which contain one or more abstract methods within it is called what class? Abstract class only, sir. So inside the class, compulsory one method or more method, abstract method should be there. Then only that class is called abstract class. Okay. It doesn't mean that inside the class we should only have the abstract method. No. A class may contain non-abstract methods also. Okay. Class can also have non-abstract methods. Non-abstract methods means what? Normal methods. Okay, so better to give this abstract class only. Abstract class can also have the non-abstract methods. Non-abstract method means normal methods, which is having implementation. But along with normal methods, at least one method or more method should be there inside the abstract class. That is abstract methods only there. Then only we can call it as abstract class only. So abstract class can also have the non-abstract methods. Abstract class can also have the non-abstract methods. Okay. So next, how to create abstract class. Okay. So to make class as abstract, then that class should inherit to make a class as abstract, then that class should inherit or extend from predefined ABC class. So what is capital letter ABC here? It's a predefined class. Capital letter ABC means it's a abstract base class. It's a predefined, sir, not user defined. If you want to create any class as abstract class, then that class should extend from predefined ABC class, capital letter ABC. This ABC is a predefined. ABC stands for abstract base class, we can say that. Capital letter ABC it is. Okay. Yes. But capital letter ABC and abstract method decorator are present in small letter ABC module. Okay. So if you want to create abstract class, what we need to use, your class should be inherited from capital letter ABC. But when we can say that class is abstract class, inside the abstract class, at least one or more methods are abstract methods, no? At least one or more methods are abstract methods. Okay. So then if you want to create a method as abstract, we use at the rate of abstract method decorator is compulsory. To create a class as abstract, our class should be extended from capital letter ABC. So capital letter ABC is required, abstract method decorator is required. But these, if you want to use it, what we have to include on the top of the program, ABC module we have to include. Abstract class is never abstract class can never be a child class. It's a parent class only. It's absolutely wrong. Abstract class can be a parent only on the top class. It's never. Okay, I will tell you. So abstract class, in this context, you are right. Absolutely. What in this context? What context? ABC is the parent class of your abstract class is a child class. That is correct. But in our actual program, abstract class should be first class only. Not it will be child class. Okay. So here parent class it is. From this parent class onwards, abstract class is inherited. That is correct. In this context, you are right. And ABC abstract method decorator are present in what module? ABC module. Small letter ABC module you must and should include on the top of the programs. If you don't include small letter module ABC on the top of the program, then what's possible here? So you cannot able to create ABC. We cannot able to use abstract method decorator. Compulsory on the top, small letter ABC module is required. This is the module name. This is the class name. Okay. Next, abstract class can abstract class cannot instantiate directly. Abstract class cannot instantiate directly. It is very important point. Instantiate directly. Instantiation means what? Object creation. Abstract class cannot instantiate directly, so that we need to create or derive new class from abstract class. Abstract class cannot instantiate directly, so that we need to create or derive new class from abstract class. For what purpose we need to create or derive new class from abstract class? To provide provide the functionality of its abstract methods. Yeah. Abstract class cannot instantiate directly. Instantiation means object creation. So that what we need to do? We need to create or derive new class from abstract class. For what purpose? To provide the functionality to its abstract methods only. Abstract class having abstract methods. Abstract class having what? Abstract methods only. But abstract class is having abstract methods means abstract methods don't have any implementation. To provide implementation or functionality of the abstract class abstract methods, we need to create or derive new class from abstract class. Why? Because we can't create object for abstract class directly. No, abstract class cannot instantiate directly. Instantiation means object creation. We cannot create object for abstract class. This is also very important interview question. So we cannot create object for abstract class. We cannot create object for what class, sir? Abstract class. Why we cannot create object for abstract class? Why? Because abstract class don't have any fully implementation. Abstract class is having what? Partial implementation. Partial means what? Some methods are abstract methods. Some methods are not abstract methods. Some methods are abstract methods. Some of the methods are not abstract methods. So we cannot create object for abstract class clearly. Okay. We cannot create object for abstract class. No object creation for abstract class because partial implementation of the class. Partial implementation of the class is called abstract class. We can say that. Partial implementation of the class. Okay. So it's called abstract class. Sometimes we can call it as like this. Fully implemented class. Called what class, concrete class, we can say that. Fully implemented class is called concrete class. No implementation class. No implementation class is called what? interface. But in Python, there is no interface scope much more, because in general, in other languages like C Sharp, .NET, Java, interfaces can be used rapidly because they don't allow multiple inheritance implementation in that language. So with the help of interface only, they can implement multiple inheritance concept. But in Python, it's not required interface. So few methods are abstract methods, few methods are non-abstract methods like normal methods. Please mute your audio. Aishwarya, please mute your audio. Hey, what's there? Please mute your audio. Now, so now coming to this, no implementation class is called interface. Fully implemented class is called concrete class. Partial implementation of the class is called what? Abstract class only, we can say that. Okay, this is the exactly abstract class rules and regulations. So inside the class, few methods are abstract method, few methods are non-abstract methods, means not fully implemented. That class is called abstract class. In previous lectures, we discussed many classes. Inside the classes, I have included a lot of methods. All the methods are fully implemented. That is called concrete class. And no implementation is called what? Interface. Sometimes we can include inside the class all abstract methods only. In that context, we can say interface. Let's see this practical implementation one by one. How abstract method and abstract class, where exactly we can use it, we will see this. So let's begin each and every point by covering whatever I have written in the notepad. So all the points I'll cover, and so that I can explain clearly what exactly abstract method, abstract class. So object-oriented programming 29. Let's consider these examples are clearly. I have a class name is vehicle class. In this vehicle class, I have a method called def wheels method. What method? Wheels method. I'm trying to print here number of wheels of the vehicle. 4 wheels I'm taking here. The class name is vehicle. Def wheels of self, print 4 wheels here. Okay, 4 wheels here. So here 4 wheels, class 4 wheel vehicle, def wheels of self, print 4 wheels. Fine. But observe carefully. Here, how we can say that every type of vehicle is having 4 wheels. Okay, in case here I have created class called car. Car is inherited from vehicle. Perfect. Because car is a 4-wheeler only. So that the car, when it is inherited from vehicle class, this 4 wheels can applicable for car. It's okay. Suppose later one more type of vehicle is inherited from vehicle class. Now observe carefully. This type of vehicle is what's our bikes are now. Do you think bike is having 4 wheels? No. So this implementation, 4 wheels implementation with wheels method of vehicle, it's not suggestible and suitable for all the type of vehicles. So right now, the moment when we create a vehicle class with wheels method, as a programmer, I don't have clarity how many number of wheels I need to provide here. So no clarity here. I don't have clarity, sir. So in this context, what I can use, I can skip the implementation as a parent class. Okay, if we skip the implementation, generally commonly what we have to use, pass keyword have to use. So you may get doubt. So you have skipped the implementation, no worries, and you can, this parent class will ask to the child classes like car class and bike class to implement this wheels method according to your own requirement. Okay, but even this child parent class is saying that to the child classes, I have declared this method called wheels method. You can implement as per your requirement. So there is a possibility to implement this wheels method according to car class, wheels, four wheels. Bike class also can implement this wheels method, wheels, two wheels only. But if you do like this, there is no guarantee all the child classes are going to implement this wheels method according to their own requirement. Some of the child classes, there may be chance skip the implementation of this wheels method. That I don't want to allow as a parent. As a parent vehicle class, I am trying to make mandatory on my child classes. They should implement this wheels method compulsory. So just by making compulsory implementation, I am trying to create this method is abstract method. Okay, so you know that how to create a method as abstract method. A method which is having at the rate abstract method decorator, this method is called abstract method. So what is the need to make this method as abstract method means once I make this method as abstract method, then there is no possibility of my child classes without implementation of this wheels method. Means there is no possibility, no child can skip this method implementation wheels only. So if I remove this abstract method, what will happen? Just I am informing to my child classes implementation wheels method of car is different, bike is different, they can implement. But there is a possibility any one of the child may implement this wheels method or may not implement because choices are like this. But as a parent, what I am giving guidelines to my child, mandatory to implement. So how we can make that mandatory to implement means by making abstract method. If you make this method as abstract method, compulsory no child can skip this wheels method. If they skip, it will show error. So obviously all child classes must and should implement this wheels method clearly, sir. That's what here wheels method mandatory to implement here this abstract method decorator through only. But look at this. If I make this method as abstract method, it's showing error actually. Why? Because as I said that a class which contain one or more abstract methods within it is called what? Abstract class. So once in this class, one method is having abstract method, but without making this class as abstract class, can we include this method as abstract? No. This is also very important, sir. If you don't make this class as abstract class, you should not include abstract method within it. Compulsory your class should be abstract class. Then inside the abstract class, you have to make abstract method only. Yes, compulsory to use given method only. Exactly. There is no possible to skip that. That's what I'm making abstract method. If there is no abstract method, child may use or may not use. There is a possibility that I don't want. Compulsory, I have to make to implement on it. That's the reason I'm using abstract method. But here you are using abstract method is okay. One of the method is abstract class, abstract method. But without your class as abstract, we can't include abstract method. No. First of all, class should be abstract class. How the class should be abstract class? The class which is inherited or which is extended from capital letter ABC. This is exactly what's our abstract class. How to recognize a class as abstract class? The class is extended from ABC. Okay, as I said that to make a class as abstract class, then that class should extend from predefined ABC class. Okay, but most important thing is capital letter ABC. It's a predefined abstract base class. An abstract method, decorator, both are present in which module? Small letter ABC module. Okay, let's import this. So there is no module is there, small letter ABC module. That's what these two are giving errors are. To avoid these errors, we have to use, okay, yes, any classes we can apply, not a problem. Now you can see I'm importing from ABC, import capital ABC, comma, abstract method decorator. Now this time you can see this capital ABC is imported from small ABC. It's a module name. Small ABC is a module name. Capital ABC is a abstract base class. Abstract method is a decorator. Or else you can use simply instead of this star also is possible as per your requirement. ABC method decorator. So because of this abstract method decorator, I'm using wheels method at the rate of abstract method. Now vehicle method is there here. Vehicle. So this vehicle is a class. Now observe here. This vehicle is a class. Vehicle of ABC. This is abstract class. This class is having abstract method. Now this time you can see this abstract method wheels compulsory should implement by every child class. Okay. So if not, it will give error. Compulsory. So there is no matter to skip them. Why that parent class is making this class as abstract class means abstract method means parent don't have clarity how to implement this wheels method, so that parent is giving option to the child classes only to implement this method into here according to their requirement. So every child must and should implement what? This wheels method according to their requirement. For example, here car, four wheels I'm using. Car, four wheels. Here also you can see DF, but actually bike, two wheels only. Int, okay, bike, two wheels, two wheels. So vehicle is the parent class. Two child classes are there. You can queue any number of child classes, but all child classes inherited from parent class, abstract class, and each and every child class mandatorily to implement this wheels method according to their requirement. So now observe here. Can we create object for a vehicle class? No. Look at this. As I said that abstract class cannot instantiate directly. Means we cannot create object for abstract class. So that we need to create or derive new class from abstract class. We need to create or derive new class from abstract class to provide the functionality to its abstract methods. If you want to provide functionality of this abstract methods, we need to create or derive new class from abstract class only. So this car and bike classes are inherited from vehicle class. So we can't create object for abstract class, or you can try with this. Suppose I'm creating object for abstract class v equals to vehicle. The moment when I try to create object for vehicle class, let's see this here, run this. Now cannot instantiate abstract class vehicle with abstract methods wheels. So we cannot create object for the abstract class, clearly it is saying. But we can create object for what classes? Actually child classes. So how many child classes are there here? Two child classes. You can create any number of child classes. Let's see here. C equals to car. C dot wheels. B equals to bike. B dot wheels, like this. So we create object for child classes, and child classes through we have accessed these methods C dot wheels method and B dot wheels method. Now let's run this one by one. Run it. So car four wheels, bike two wheels. So child classes are having their different implementation clearly. Okay. So if there is common implementation, you can go and implement inside the abstract method only. If we don't have any common implementation, completely different implementation, then we can use what actually abstract method only. Now this time you can observe here, we have an abstract class. In this abstract class, we have only what actually abstract method only there. But as I mentioned that abstract class can also have the non-abstract methods or not. Yes, abstract class should have only one or more abstract method means it doesn't mean that abstract class should have all abstract methods only. No. Okay, it doesn't mean that abstract class can have all abstract methods. No. Abstract class can also having non-abstract methods. Let's see this. I'm having one more method. Okay. So what method in the sense here? Engine type. Vehicle engine type I'm taking. This engine type is the common engine type for every vehicle. Suppose here BS6 engine only. BS6 engine. No matter which type of vehicle you have, this is the engine type is the method which is commonly applicable for all vehicles. So this is what method? Non-abstract method. This abstract class can also have the non-abstract methods, which we have common implementation for all vehicle types. Better to use this method as non-abstract method only. This non-abstract method already implementation done in the parent class only. This implementation can applicable for every child class. Again, this implementation no need to re-implement in the child classes. So what you understand here, common implementation we can keep inside the abstract class, which will be applicable for every child, which is not common, uncommon to every class. So wheels method is not common, no, for car and bike and other type of vehicle. So then make this as an abstract method. And once we make this method as abstract method, this method is mandatory to implement in the child classes. There is no chance to skip. So there is non-abstract method is there. C dot what engine type. So next B dot what engine type here. B dot what engine type. Engine type is a non-abstract method which we have already implemented in the base class or parent class. Once we have implementation engine type in the parent class, that can be applicable on every child class. Directly they are accessing BS6 engine in the child classes clearly. Fine. Next, abstract class can also
Uh,
have, tell me.
yeah, I have one question. Suppose A class is a abstract class, right? And B class is the child class of the abstract class. But B class is not implementing any abstract method, and B class also has a child class that is the C class. But the C class is implementing the abstract method of the class A.
Obviously,
Scenario
obviously.
B class will become the abstract class, right? It
Yes,
will
yes.
not give any error, right?
No, no, it's not error.
This is what I am confirming. Okay, thank you.
Now, see, so here abstract class is the vehicle class. So this is abstract class. Here I want to take one more non-abstract class, non-abstract method. Sorry, abstract method. A class which contain more than one abstract methods also, it's not a problem, sir. Because here wheels method right now abstract method. Okay, one more method also we can include, which is same abstract method only. It's not a problem. In one class, we can include any number of abstract method. But make sure that how many number of abstract methods are there in one class. Each and every method must and should implement in the child class. How many number of abstract methods available in abstract class? Each and every method, abstract method should implement in the child class. Suppose I have two methods, abstract methods in abstract class. Only child classes are implementing only one abstract method not implemented, then it will not possible. So there is a rule. How many number of abstract methods do you have in the abstract class? Each and every abstract method should implement in the child classes. If any one of the child is not implementing, any one of the abstract method is skipping, then it will show error. That is the reason we are making this method as abstract method. Suppose let's create one more abstract method here. DEF, color of the vehicle. Even as a parent, color of the vehicle also I am not deciding. So who is deciding means child only will decide. So that's what I am making this method is what method? Abstract method. So DEF color is abstract method. Look at this right now. Vehicle class is having how many abstract methods? Two. One is wheels method, another one is color method. So this wheels method, color methods are abstract methods. And but look at this when it comes to car child class, which is inherited from vehicle, bike child class, which is inherited from vehicle. But these two classes are implementing what actually? Only one abstract method, wheels only. So color method is not implemented by any child. So that's what you can see this, it will give error. Cannot instantiate abstract class car. So if the child class don't implement any of the parent class abstract method, then child will become abstract method by default. So cannot abstract class by default. Cannot instance abstract class car with abstract method color only. So let's implement abstract method, color method inside the child class here. Here also. EF color. Now print what we can say car color is red. So one of the child class that is car class has implemented color method abstract method of parent class. But one more child class is there no bike class that is not implemented. Let's see this C dot color. C dot engine type C dot color. But bike is there one more class. But bike don't implement that abstract class method color. So again it is saying cannot instantiate abstract class bike with abstract method color. So what is the mandator here? How many number of abstract methods do you have in abstract class? All the methods must and should implement in the child class. If not, it will give error. That's where I am recommending what abstract method decorator. The moment when I use this, when I remove this abstract method decorator, then child can have the facility may implement or may not implement. That I don't want allow. So that's what here I am making mandatory on my every child classes to implement abstract methods compulsory. There is no possibility to skip. So DF color and then print bike bike. Color is what actually black, I can say that. Bike color is black, sir. Now here we have to include b dot color also. Let's run this. How many abstract methods do you have in our class? Two. So car, four wheels, its abstract method which is inherited from abstract class. So child class has implemented their own requirement. BS6 engine type, this is a non-abstract method. Non-abstract method implemented by abstract class only, which is commonly applicable for every method. Then car color is red and bike two wheels, BS6 engine, bike color is what actually black only, sir. Okay, this is. So this is what exactly abstract method, abstract class, decorator. So inside one
Uh,
class,
One more
multiple abstract.
question.
Hmm, go ahead.
Uh, See, here in vehicle class, we are giving annotation at that abstract method. Right here, we are using pass. We have seen in many places when we don't want to give implementation of any method, we simply give their pass. So in this scenario, can we skip the pass? Means if we don't give the pass, will it work?
No, no, it will give error, obviously. Like no,
Eh,
just you can see this. Here it is the indentation error. It will not because we this is just for interpretation recognition purpose. Interpreter
Okay.
should have clearly they don't have implementation. We know that rules and regulation of abstract method, but just I need to give the pass, implementation not required.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Thank you.
And suppose look at this. Here non-abstract method is there. Non-abstract method is what? Normal method. It's an instance method. So one of the non-abstract method means in the parent class, this non-abstract method implementation is commonly applicable for every child class. No. So that's what here every child class. Do I have any engine type implementation? No, because all childs are ready to accept this BS6 engine type only. In case one of the child class, in case one of the child class, this implementation doesn't like, means BS6 engine is not available. So some of the vehicles are need to maintain some BS4 engine only. Okay. In that aspect, what is the possibility? Again, override mechanism is there or not? In the last session, what we discussed, that we can apply. So for example, car is the child class of this abstract class vehicle. So generally this car need not implement engine type, because if the car class need to be maintained BS6 engine, he don't car class don't implement any BS6 engine again. In case the vehicle bike is there, so bike class, suppose they don't want to maintain the parent guidelines like parent methods, whatever BS6 engine type is there, no, that engine type if that don't want to maintain, then parent child tech class can have the facility to re-implement again, that is override mechanism, that is what actually BS4 engine. BS4 engine type here is there. Okay. Engine type vehicle class also there. In the vehicle class also engine type is there. But generally this BS6 engine is the common engine type for all the vehicle child classes, base class. But in case one of the child classes, okay, all of a sudden they are changing that engine type, so which is coming from parent, it not required, then this engine type method is overriding, means it's replacing during the execution time. BS6 engine is replaced with BS4 engine because it's having its own implementation. So this priority will give. So let's give this execution. So we got this BS6, BS4 engine for what vehicle? Bike vehicle. But BS6 engine for what vehicle? Car vehicle only. So this is about abstract method and abstract class scenario. So generally what
Sir,
case we can use?
one more question. See, in vehicle class, in engine type method, if we only pass, if we will give only pass at the line number of 10, right? We here we don't give that print statement, right? Then in this scenario, whatever the child class it has, it's not compelled to implement this method, right?
Look at this. Bike is for
Yeah, I
BS6,
mean,
BS4 engine, and car is not implemented. He wants he can implement it. That means
yeah,
what?
means, yeah.
Tell me,
Yeah,
is this abstract method?
yeah, no, it's not a stack.
No,
It's
it's
no
not
developer.
abstract method. That's what any child can skip or any child can implement. There is option.
Yeah, yeah,
But if
this
it
is
is
not developer.
making abstract method, then there is no child skip by this method. Compulsory, they should maintain the implementation.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So why generally we are making this abstract method means here one parent is there. Parent is giving clear guidelines to the child classes. So each and every child should maintain that parent guidelines, whatever he is giving. Okay, because which parent don't have any idea to implement. So the parent is giving option to the child only according to the child classes only. Their requirement, they can implement their own functionality, but they must and should implement. That's what parent is expecting. So in the parent class we are making abstract method only. There is no possibility to skip this kind of methods. So this is generally abstract method and abstract class. So here unnecessary implementation is going to be hide from the child only. So that's what hiding the implementation but providing the service. So this parent class is providing services of wheels method and color method But this unnecessarily declaration is hiding from the child only. Child can compulsory implement the logic here only. So this is abstract method and abstract class rules and regulations in Python. So that's all for now today. From tomorrow onwards, we will discuss exception handling, file handling, regular expressions, multi-threading, decorators, generators, Python database connectivity, assertions, logging, pandas, matplotlib, numpy. These 12 concepts are there, all big concepts only. We'll see that.
Thank you.
Yeah. JSON files in REST API it will come, Krishna. In the REST API, JSON format only we will discuss every day.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, that's on the after the topics, right? Not now, right, sir?
Not
You,
now.
okay.
In the 9 p.m. Django is going no. After that, when we start REST API, there we will talk about JSON only in daily basis.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.